What is going on, guys? Nipsey bringing you a video. Basically, I asked you guys on Twitter to give me a topic what to talk about, and one of you guys said competitor or casual in Pokemon, and which is better. And I know it's a little completely right field out of nowhere, but in my head, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about Gen and Pokemon again on Twitter, and versing breeding, versing legality, versing blah blah blah. And I guess I'm finally gonna make a video, like I already asked for it, but I want to talk about basically my sense of the situation and what I feel about it, and basically try to come in a neutral stance of all sides. But basically, this video is going to be called Genning Pokemon and the Opportunity Costs. So, that's going to be the topic of discussion today. And basically, I might do this once a week, talk about a topic on Sundays called Sunday Sit-Downs. You guys let me know what you think, but anyway, let's get right into the point right now. So, Pokemon. Genning Pokemon and the Opportunity Costs. So, when it comes to competitive Pokemon, there's two ways to get your Pokemon. The legal way is to breed them by hand, do the whole EVs thing, the IV thing, do whatever you gotta do, get those eggs, you hatch them, boom, EV train them, good to go. Or the time statement way and the quote-unquote illegal way, which yes, it is illegal, it is frowned upon, genning Pokemon, which is using a third-party program, device, or third-party means of attaining a Pokemon. And you guys know me. You breed, awesome. You gen, awesome. I don't care. But the thing is, whether you breed or gen Pokemon, there is no difference at all. I'm going to say that again. The end results for both things are exactly the same. But the difference is time saved and time lost. So, another thing I also want to bring up before I go into detail about that is that some people say, oh, Nips, you could hack in Pokemon with 999 stats, etc., etc. Yes and no. For example, like if you use Pika Hex, you cannot put, I mean you can, but if you put a Pokemon with more than 510 EVs, it's going to be instantly detected online and not be allowed to be used online in competitive play. You can use that mod through the story mode and like breeze through it easily, like I did in middle school. I gen the Silence into my game with a Game Shark with 999 over stats, so I could beat the Battle Frontier a lot more easily in Pokemon Emerald. That was a long time ago. But nowadays, if you try to bring a Pokemon with high, ridiculous base stats, or EVs, like 999 all across the board, that's not going to be allowed online. It's going to be instantly detected and said this Pokemon can't be used for whatever reason. And I'm not saying there's ways to get around that. Like, for example, my Maple Story days, you could do things called packet editing, and, for example, give your character God mode and do a boss where you could take a damage. Is that possible in Pokemon? I don't know. Could it be? Yeah. Is it gonna happen anytime soon? I don't know. I doubt it. And if you do, for example, if you do get a Pokemon online and you do a damage calc, alright, this is gonna do 47, 52% to me. I can live that because I'll resist it, but it's a strong attack. But then you end up dying anyway without a crit or without any logical explanation. It's very obvious and it's very obvious to see if someone's attacking. But before I go on that tangent, let me go back to my main point of saying there is no absolute clear difference other than time being saved when you gen a Pokemon or when you breed a Pokemon. Like, I mean, there's no clear difference in anything related to the Pokemon other than time being saved, whether you gen or breed. There's no difference but the time. Nothing at all. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Yes, you save infinite amount of time by freaking genning instead of breeding Pokemon, but like there's no difference. Like I play Pokemon competitively every single day. I now have access to the genning. I was breeding before, but now I have access to the genning. I now gen my Pokemon. If that upsets you, I'm sorry. Like, I don't have to tell you. I'm trying to save time. I'm a busy guy. I want to save time. But if I'm battling somebody with a completely bright team and my team's completely genned, there's no difference. If I lose, it's because 1, the person's better than me, or 2, I got hacked. If I win, it's the same exact scenarios. 1, I'm better than my opponent, I outplay my opponent, or 2, I hacked my opponent. There is no way a gen Pokemon is going to give you any advantage in the competitive scene at all. None. Zero. You can never argue against that. There's literally nothing. The only argument you do have is time. So that brings me to my next point about Pokemon genning and the opportunity cost aspect of it. So, basically, what is an opportunity cost? An opportunity cost is, in the most broad basic terms, is the cost of doing one thing as opposed to doing the other. Now, in the business world, that's basically time and money. Basically, what is the cost of me doing plan A as opposed to doing plan B? If I do plan A, what do I miss out by doing plan B? And vice versa. What do I miss out by doing plan B as opposed to doing plan A? So in the world of Pokemon, for me genning Pokemon, I'm saving a lot of time. So the opportunity cost of me genning those Pokemon as opposed to breeding them is time saved, which now allows me to do even more in my day. For example, oh shoot, I can't breed today because I gotta go to the doctor. I gotta hang out with my friends later on tonight. I got my job from 2 to 8. I got my job from 3 to close, whatever it may be. And then I go to bed. I got class the next morning. I literally don't have time to breed today. But if I take 5 minutes, click a few buttons, and gem my Pokemon, I could still go to work, play my, go to class, sleep on a normal schedule or as normal as possible, and still have my Pokemon to play in my free time later on or whatever. Now you could argue, yes, just breed when you have the free time, but maybe in that week you don't have free time and you want to get a Pokemon ready for when you do have free time so you can just battle right away instead of not wasting time, but the opportunity cost of now breeding instead of battling is there. So instead of me having fun, or I should say having more fun, not saying breeding Pokemon isn't fun because I freaking love it, especially in Gen 7, it's so fast, it's so easy, but nowhere near as fast as Gen Pokemon. I'm going to have a lot more, in my opinion, I'm going to have a lot more fun battling and using my team than I am sitting there breeding, waiting, and wanting to play with these Pokemon, but I can't just yet because they're not battle ready. So that is the opportunity cost right there. Now, again, genning Pokemon, it is against the terms of service. It is illegal. It is third party. Yada, yada, yada. It is frowned upon. If you go to a tournament, I wouldn't recommend you genning this Pokemon. I'd say you gen the Pokemon, test a team, and then breed that team so you could go into the tournament and get through any legality checks. So you should pass them. I'm not saying that you just gen them and go in there. I mean, are they going to see you? Is there any difference they could detect right away if your Pokemon gen or not? No, other than the Pokeball that you put the Pokemon in. If you put in a legit Pokeball, for example, if you put a Primarina in a luxury ball like I did in my videos, that is illegal. They can only be in Pokeballs. So if you put a Primarina in a Pokeball and go to a tournament, there is no clear, detectable way that that Pokemon is bred as opposed to being genned. So you can. But I advise you, breed your team for a tournament, gen them to test them. And that is where I'm going to leave that point right there. Now, another thing about genning and opportunity costs and like being against the rules or terms of service of Pokemon, the Pokemon Company Incorporated, etc., etc. Let me gather my thoughts real quick. Basically, any third-party device that gives you some kind of advantage or time saved or just basically that allows you to do something quicker and better than somebody else is illegal. The main way to do things in Pokemon is to breed them. You breed them, you want to breed a freaking Primarina again. Boom. You get a Primarina, you get a Ditto, you do the thing, you do it over and over again to get the right IVs that you want, and then you hope they have a destiny out, they pass down sooner rather than later, and you just wait, breed, boom, you got your mom. Now, that is the way you do things legally in Pokemon. Now, anything outside of that gives you a clear advantage, such as jetting, such as power saves, such as whatever else may be out there that I don't know about, that is illegal. Very illegal. In the sense of those mons are not legal, to be honest, but there is no difference between that mon and a mon that is bred. There is no end result difference other than time being saved. Now, this is where I'm going to get in trouble with this video and be controversial, and people are going to probably hate on me, but I'm not trying to be mean. This is, I guess you could say, this is shots, but in Verlicify's example of when he has a device that presses the A button for him to go through shiny Dittos, or get to shiny Pokemon faster, or maybe whatever faster, shiny hunt faster. I don't even know exactly what it does besides press the A button. That's literally all it does. It's a machine that presses the A button for you. He spent X amount of dollars to get this machine to press the A button for him. Now, is there any clear advantage of doing that other than time saved? No, the end result is still the same. You will get that shiny Pokemon. You will get that whatever goal you're going for, end goal you're going for. You will get that. But the thing is, the opportunity cost again. While that machine is pressing the A button for you, you could do your homework. You could do the dishes. You could do your chores. You could go to work. You could do this. You could do that, etc., etc. Obviously, you go to work, you leave the house, or whatever. You can't catch the Pokemon, but like, there is an advantage there. Instead of me sitting there like this, thing drops dead. Memento. Smeargle does this. Smeargle does that, etc. Person A. Boom. I'm sitting there. I'm waiting. I'm watching TV, doing my homework, and occasionally checking. Oh, is there a shiny yet? Boom. Put my homework down. There's a shiny. Stop this nonsense with the A button. Do it myself now. There's an opportunity cost there. Instead of me sitting there, staring at the screen, wasting my time, in my opinion, I could be doing something. That's an opportunity cost. I could be doing something else. Why am I going to stare at this freaking game constantly over and over again, hoping for a different colored pixel to show up, as opposed to me wanted that pixel really bad because it looks freaking cooler, because that's what I want a freaking shiny. Look at Palisand. It's freaking badass. I want that. I want the freaking black Palisand. But do I want to sit there and just press A myself over and over again, or can I have a machine do that for me while I do something else and occasionally glance over, oh, is there a shiny? Or I literally, I'm gonna look at the camera right now on my computer. If I put the phone there and use that as my DS being used right now, and let's go to the shinies, I could be on the computer, looking up research, working on the video, editing my videos, doing etc. While I'm looking, I can glance up, boom, there it is. So the advantage there is time saved. You save time. Now, you didn't save time by pressing A, because it's not pressing A fast enough for you. He says it works slower for you. Great, cool, it's slower. So there's no time saved in the sense of, ha, I'm better than you. I got this mon faster. Ha 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 ha. Now I'm not saying that's exactly exactly the freaking mindset that's going on. Basically, the mindset is, hey, I don't want to do this. Something can do this for me. Boom, I got the shiny. What's the big deal? The problem is the opportunity cost there. That is the advantage. Not really a problem, but that's the advantage. The opportunity cost. Like, that is what is the big deal, in my opinion. And I shouldn't say big deal, but that's the main point. Like, you can't argue that there is no clear advantage over Jenny Pokemon. Obviously, there's a lot of time saved. That's the freaking advantage. But you can't say that, oh, my Pokemon is going to be worse off or weaker because you gen and I didn't. No. If you're in a competitive scene, that Pokemon's like I pass legality checks, and you could simply do a damage calc on one of the millions of damage calculators on freaking Google and realize, wow, there is no possibility this should have killed me. This Pokemon is gen. Let me go tell the judge. Let me go tell a TO. Let me go whatever. First of all, that Pokemon's like I get past legality checks. If it does, you obviously can do a calc. Or if you know, like, if you're a tournament, you can just sit there and calc it right then and there. But if you know your calcs, like good players do when they go to tournaments, that's why these monsters EV spread the way they are. Hey, this critted me, and this didn't crit me and I died, or I'm on my way to this and I died, or there's a reason why I should have died, other than this mom being higher base as what it should have been. Like 222 max HP, max attack, adamant, does not kill me. I know that for a fact. I had the calc memorized. That's why my EV spread is like this. I died. Why is that? Weird. His Pokemon must be some kind of way altered. And, I guess that's that right there, but I've been a little all over the place in this video, basically, but there's like, the thing is, yes, Genin is wrong. It will always be wrong. It is illegal. It is against the terms of service. It is frowned upon, yada, yada, yada. But to argue and to say that there's one Pokemon better than the other is just invalid. They're equal. They're completely equal, with time being the only advantage gained or saved in this case. Now, back to the whole thing. Third party anything. Third party, insert the word thing, device, program, whatever in the blank after third party. Anything that is third party is illegal, no matter what it is. Whether you buy a machine for 25 bucks, not even a machine, make it yourself, and presses A for you, that's an advantage. That's an opportunity cost. You're saving time. You're doing one thing instead of the other. If you're still sitting there watching it constantly, there's no point in the machine to begin with. So the reason why I had the machine to begin with is to make it easier, give you an advantage, be advantageous, aka get an advantage. That is where I think you guys might get mad at me and say, Nips, you're handling the Velicified. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to like, point out the flaw of the logic there. For, yeah, that's literally, I'm trying to point out the flaw in the logic. You can't say there's no advantage. You can't. And when it comes to Pokemon, you can't say there's an advantage of me genning my Pokemon as opposed to not, other than time being saved. And I think that's where I'm going to end this video right here, guys. I said the same thing over and over again enough in different ways. I think you get the point. And basically, that is going to be our genning and opportunity cost Pokemon video. And our Sunday sit-down video for the week. So you guys, what do you think about this? Obviously, I'm going to get probably hate for this. That's the opportunity cost of doing this video as opposed to a Wi-Fi battle. Another example of an opportunity cost. But basically, that's that, guys. If you don't like this video, that's fine. Feel free to dislike it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Feel free to talk. I don't care if my opinion is completely different than yours. Like, we all have a voice. Or we all want to discuss and be heard. Like, there's a reason why we have free speech. Like, I can't shut out Joe Bob over here because he doesn't like what I say. And his opinion doesn't match mine. I can't be like, nope, you're invalid. I'm right, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. No. You can't do that. That takes away his freaking view. And whether it's wrong or am I wrong, it doesn't matter. Like, let him be heard. I don't know. That's another we're gonna stop right there. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Feel free to discuss. Please don't hate each other, as I don't want hate. I'll be like, oh, you're wrong. Oh, you're right. This is why I'm why you're wrong. Blah, 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 blah. Don't do that in the comments. Be like, hey, I don't agree with you, and that's fine. Here's what I think. And this is what I don't like about your opinion, and that's fine. Not every human is supposed to agree with each other. People are gonna hate you. People are gonna like you. And I'm done. Have a great day, guys. As always, I'm Nips. I'll see you later. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm really curious, to be honest. So, have a good one, guys. Catch you later. See you next time. Much love. Enjoy your Sunday.